Welcome to this week's edition of Amber Online. Today we're going to be talking about New Super Mario Bros. 3D World. I think those titles are getting too long. Okay, I know that the Xbox One and the PS4 just came out, but I didn't get one because I'm trying to be good, and I bought the Wii U at launch, and there were no games that came out that I wanted until now, and there are no games I want on those consoles right now. There are games coming out that I want, but there are no games right now. So that's disclaimer. It's disclaimed. Done. Alright, New Super Mario Bros. 3D Land, which I shall hereafter refer to as Cat Mario, because I find that title just way too long to say. Cat Mario is the brainchild, the latest game out from the studio that brought us Mario Galaxy, with this adorable Luma. It's so cute. They're good at making cute things. They did Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. They're a very, very creative studio. Admittedly, most of the Mario games I enjoy are the Paper Mario ones, except for Sticker Star, which was crap, because why would you take out leveling up in an RPG? It makes no... Anyways, this game is from that studio, not the Sticker Star studio, so it was an exciting game to come out because I really enjoyed Mario Galaxy, even though they were sort of a 1 and a 1.5. They're very innovative, the levels, the physics, the everything about them. I like the introduction of Rosalina and sort of the short little character interactions that you had in the hub world. It felt like an RPG platformer combination sort of thing, and the platforming was really precise, and the characters were really neat and bright and colorful, and it's just sort of like a cheerful, happy game. So I'm going to tell you what I liked and what I didn't like, and then I'm going to score the game like a legitimate review, and I'm going to try to be organized for you. So here goes. What I liked about the game is that, firstly, it had very precise controls, which is what you want from a platformer. Secondly, the multiplayer aspect of it felt much less confining than the Super Mario Brothers, or the new Super Mario Brothers title, where everyone is in the one plane on the same screen, and it feels more competitive than cooperative a lot of the time because you're running over each other. The 3D allows you to pull out and to find secrets and to get space from one another, and to sort of play independently and together and come together and help each other when you want to, but you don't have to always be dragged along because the camera actually gives you quite a bit of leeway. I liked also that this game had the bubble feature that we've seen in the new Super Mario Brothers games that allows you to sort of just bubble up if you're about to fall into a pit and follow your companion. It makes it a little easier, a little quicker sometimes if you have one person who can't get through a sequence and another person who can. You're not stuck there waiting for them or passing the controller over them and making someone play it for you. I swear I almost never do that, honestly. Almost never. But it has a better multiplayer functionality because of that. It has a really neat level design, and some of the greatest aspects about it I find are not actually the main levels, but rather the sort of little side unlockable levels that you can go on paths to see. So like the Boo houses. Boos are my favorite Mario enemy, that's why I have one on my head. But the Boo houses are really, really creative and trippy, and they sort of have more of a haunted house feel about them than previous iterations of Boo houses, I think. You can jump into paintings, and the stairs run backwards and forwards, and the walls appear and disappear, and it's really inspired in that way, and I particularly enjoyed the little Toad Explorer levels where you can't jump and you just have to solve a puzzle in order to get all the green stars in the level. Those are very, very well thought out because they appear simple initially and they're actually very complex designs. They almost feel, I don't know, like Escher paintings, except the physics work, so not quite like that. But those were my favorite aspects of it because the other levels feel kind of standard. Not that they're bad, they have very precise controls, but they feel standard, though they are well executed. The musical score on this game is also very well done. It's different. Nothing's dancing and going up, up every 3 minutes, which got annoying after 4 or 5 games with the same track. So they had a nice new musical score. It was brilliant seeing it in HD. The water effects were really beautiful. There's a lot of attention to detail. When you go underwater, the water's muffled, and the music's muffled underwater, and then you come out, and it's loud again. And there's just a nice focus to detail, and they took advantage of the HD essentially. They used that colorful, bright Mario world that we're used to, and they amped up the detail on it so it feels more immersive and more nice, and it's just like a fun place to be. Things I didn't like. As I sort of alluded to earlier, I felt that the main track of levels were a little bit samey. They still have, you know, the garden world, and then the ice world, and then the desert world, and I haven't been through all the worlds yet, but they still have this persistent pattern. And I think after Galaxy I was expecting something different, because while Galaxy had ice planets and they had lava planets and stuff, it was just a little more bombastic, and they felt like different alien worlds. And I think with the Mushroom Kingdom you could go different alien worlds because, you know, crazy crap happens in there. Have you read the instruction manual? That thing's like, the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom were turned into bricks, and that's what Mario's smashing with his head, and then crap comes out, and they're just like he's just like assassinating these enchanted mushroom people that have been killed by it's bad news. And that is a trippy kingdom, and I wanted some more differentiation in the levels, essentially. However, things I like again, because I'm disorganized, the new power-ups were really, really a lot of fun. The cat power-up, obviously, that this was sold on, and that's why I'm calling it Cat Mario, was really well executed. They look cute, and if you have cats, you'll see like, oh, that looks like my cat. That's so, it like walks adorably. I think it's most adorable when it's Toad, because otherwise I find it a little off-putting, like a little furry styles. But those are well done, and also I enjoy the stacking power-ups. So, for instance, you can be a Tanuki in a Karibo skate, or you can be like a propeller with a cat suit on. Like you can stack power-ups in an interesting way, and I haven't figured out all the combinations in which they've decided to allow this yet, but I think it works. I also like the reintroduction of the different players, that they all have a different balance on them. Peach is really good for beginners, because if you put Peach in a catsuit, between her floating jump and her ability to climb walls, you can get her almost anywhere. Toad is super, super fast, Mario's balanced, of course, and then Luigi has the higher jump that allow you to reach higher things. They've added small mechanics in that you need certain players to play certain levels in order to obtain all the goodies, like the stamps. There'll be stamp buttons with a specific character assigned to them, and that was sort of neat level design on those levels, because you know, went into one and it was all like pink and pearlescent, and I'm like, oh, this level should totally be played with Peach. It's such a Peach level. And then there, sure enough, is the Peach button. So they give you these visual clues too, and it encourages you to play the levels through over again. So that was well executed. And now I'm back to general wrapping up. So it was like good, bad, good, you know, to end on a positive note, because you can't say something nice, right? Anyways, I haven't played all the way through yet, obviously, because it just came out yesterday, and you gotta savor these titles yet. But it was a lot of fun. I haven't had fun in a Mario game in a long time, so I'm happy that I enjoyed this one, and I hope you like it too, because, you know, there's a picking up of the Wii U right now in terms of games. You know, you got the Bayonetta coming out, and this game just came out, and Pikmin just came out, and Wonderful 101, and these things are coming up now, and I hope that Nintendo is successful, because I do enjoy many of their games, and I think they fill a niche that is not filled by more serious games, and I like to play both. And so I want to have both accessible, and I demand everything all the time, because I'm a geek, and that's what we do. We want it all. So check it out. Cat Mario, New Super Mario Bros. 3D Land. It's available for download, or you can buy it at stores, right? I don't need to advertise for them. You know how to get games. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. See you around. Bye. I feel like they made it not intended as a hat, and now they're actively trying to stop me from wearing it as a hat.